Get ready to rise, rise, rise. Oh, rise. Get ready to rise, rise, rise.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hi to all of our members in Get Ready to Rise in the Confidence Mentors. But hello to Julia's audience in my retreat live. Hi. Thank you to anyone that's watching. Do drop comments just so we know, so Julia can see who's watched her interview. And if you watch on replay, #replay. But we are super excited we've had the pleasure of getting to know Julia over the past 6 weeks, and we just think she's such a wonderful soul with an amazing business. So for our audiences, if you don't know Julia, Julia Marie. Julia Marie's business name is My Retreat, and Julia was previously a professional dancer, teacher, GCSE and A Level examiner and teacher trainer for 25 years. And this was a profession she truly loved, and she has very many happy memories, but she felt ready for a new challenge several years ago. So she founded My Retreat in 2014 as a completely new venture, following her lifelong passion in spa therapy and luxury products. And after becoming qualified in a range of therapies, she wanted to find ways to make the therapies she had studied more exclusive and luxurious. She built a very good reputation for herself, and she received 5-star attention to detail and quality of treatment, and was awarded the title of Practitioner of the Year 2017 by Face the World. So it's now time for Julia to continue her journey. And so cue the launch of My Retreat Life, which is the yin to the yin of the relaxing therapies at My Retreat. So we're going to invite Julia on to tell us more about her wonderful business. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello. You're right, darling.
Yes, I'm good. And thank you for that lovely intro. And the music. I love the music.
Isn't it great? We always dance to it like
I was
at a party.
How are you today?
I'm really good, really excited because tomorrow marks, although I launched My Retreat Life the other day in terms of opening the group. Tomorrow really marks the start of the first offerings of self-care and self-development online. So we're excited for our Circle of Calm tomorrow.
And we know, but you want to tell the audience how long you've been sat on this idea of yours?
Far too long is the answer. I think it's been bubbling for a few years, and certainly for the past year, since we went into lockdown, it's been something that I've really wanted to do in a more structured manner. I've done odd little bits and pieces over the years, but I really felt that, especially given what we've all been going through, that there was a real need to have self-care and self-development as part of our everyday lives, not just things that we do on occasion, but ways of integrating it, building better habits to look after ourselves and care for ourselves so that we're better able to care and connect to other people. So basically it's come from sort of 13 years of my own recovery and my own learning and exploring different techniques and strategies, and having a lot of coaching of some fantastic life coaches and business coaches, and learned so much that now I just feel it's time to give back and time to sort of hand over the things that I've learned and allow people to create their own toolkit. It's not, I don't want to give them mine, because that's what I've discovered works for me over 13 years. It's to allow people to discover what works for them.
Oh, that's beautiful. And that's what makes you different, I feel, because instead of pushing on your beliefs, you are allowing them to have the freedom to learn what works for them, which is just makes you so different to everyone else out there, which I think is absolutely brilliant, because, you know, we know that not everything works. What works for us is not going to work for everyone. It's like so individual to everyone's beliefs and spiritual beliefs, etc. So I think what you offer is so different.
So every session that I'm going to be doing is kind of based on 7 circles. So that comes from the Seed of Life, which is my logo. I don't know if you can see it. It's 7 interlocking circles. So each thing that we do will have 7 different areas and 7 different techniques and 7 different ideas for people to explore, and then they can pick and choose which ones work for them. And obviously the core, the circle in the center is the most important. And for me, that's about your mindset, and that's about how you deal with that inner critic that's going on that can prevent and block you from doing the other things. So that's kind of what's at the core of what I'm doing, the real seed.
I absolutely love your brand identity. I think you've absolutely nailed it. And as a brand specialist, I look at your brand, I'm like, oh my goodness, she's completely nailed it. Everything about it, your colours, which are my colours, so I'm so attracted to them, to your logo, to the way you've named everything. I feel like it feels really inviting, and it's really, I whenever I see your branding, basically I know it's you and I know what it is, and I feel like you're showing the story really well to your audience.
Oh, thank you. I think you're right. I think that for whatever reason, I've just had a very clear vision right from the beginning as to what it was I was trying to do. And obviously, initially, when I set up as a hands-on therapist, my thoughts were, you know, I used to treat myself and go to lots and lots of spas. That was my self-care. Like I did that a lot. And I loved that, but I loved the environment and the products that you got to use and everything. But somehow the heart wasn't in it by the staff because of the kind of situation that it is. Whereas you can go onto the high street and have a woman who has like so much passion and love, but because of that kind of environment, it hasn't necessarily got the finer touches because they're busy and it's high street and it's high turnover. And I wanted to bring that passion and that love together with the kind of quality and luxury and the zenness of a spa. I had always called my home when I bought it, it's about 11 years ago now, My Retreat. So when I had to come up with a business name, it was a no-brainer, and everything just stemmed from there. And I think the like I say, you know, the yin side of it, the pampering, the facials, the massage, etc. And I do think my dance background really helps with the massage. People say, you know, how comfortable and flowing, etc. it all is. But that's all kind of, that's like I said to people, I've nailed that bit of self-care. Nailed that. But now it's about, you know, you need to have a bit of self-discipline. You need to be able to do other things rather than just pamper yourself. Yes, buy yourself flowers. Yes, have a bubble bath. But actually the hard work is you need to dig a bit deeper. So that's what I'm doing with My Retreat Life.
I really feel that as well. Like I remember one of the times we met and we were talking about self-care, and I feel like my relationship with self-care was so small, but then when you started talking about self-care and opening up the word, I realized actually self-care is so much more than the bubble bath.
Yeah, absolutely.
You taught me that in our mentoring course, and I was like, gosh, she's so right. I never actually looked at that word before as the whole spectrum, the whole 360, the whole circle. And you really opened my eyes with that and made me curious about self-care and how much more is involved.
And I think a lot of it depends on your background and whether how you've been raised and how, you know, the friends that you've made over the years and things like that, as to how aware you are that that you need to take care of yourself, even in a, you know, very basic form. People are on a spectrum, and some people are really good at it just naturally because of their background and their parenting and everything, and other people maybe haven't had as much input and therefore need a bit more help. And I guess the other thing is, if you've had trauma in your past, which I have, and I know a lot, I think it's most people have had some sort of trauma in their lives. You pick up strategies to cope, but they're maladapted. They're not the best things for you to be doing. So you can overdrink or overeat or become inactive and isolate. There's all sorts of different ways that you react to those sort of situations. And if they become a habit, then you start to go down that spiral of depression and anxiety and all the rest of it. Whereas if you can get some better habits and, you know, be more disciplined and deny the easier strategies, you know, and really work hard, then it is possible to, you know, to come back up again. So yeah.
Wow, I love the way you speak about this. Like it just flows. You've got so much passion inside of you for this.
Well, I think it's born out of, it's been a necessity for me, and it's been, you know, I've had to learn, and I've had to dig deep on a lot of occasions. And now, like I say, I just feel like I'm ready to kind of say, look, I'm not saying that I've got it sorted by any stretch of the imagination.
Who has?
Exactly. And for me, this is going to be a lifelong journey, and you know, I just want to keep becoming a better version of myself every day. But I've got enough now that I can say, come on, you know, this is how we do it. You know, these are ideas, these are things that you could try that might help with one. It doesn't, you don't have to be, you know, sort of really anxious or really depressed or really, you know, it doesn't have to be an extreme thing. If your life's just a little bit wonky, if you've just got a bit of a wonky wheel, there are things that you can do to help that ride go more smoothly. I like that analogy. I don't know where that came from, but I'm keeping it.
There you go. You need to write that down straight away.
Yeah,
wonky wheel. Who knew?
I've got one.
We're back to circles again.
I do actually have a wonky wheel. As I was coming back from the school run, you know, when you get the information light and it's a TP, and like, oh, I've just been and spent. I've just had them all changed as well. So yeah, so that's the physical. But yes, like you say, people do, sometimes you do, you know, even if you think you're the healthiest person, sometimes, especially in these times, you find yourself some days going, it's just something just doesn't feel right. I feel a bit off. And so what you're saying is really important, because I think, like, as individuals, we can sometimes go, oh, I'm feeling depressed, and put a label on it straight away, instead of going, oh, do you know, I feel a bit off. What could I do just to balance myself out again, instead of spiraling?
Yeah, absolutely. And I do think that what we've all experienced over this last year, the cracks are starting to show now, because no matter how resilient we are, how well our mental and physical health is, this kind of ongoing underlying stress is happening to everybody. And no matter how scared or not scared you are about the virus and the vaccine and the everything else, it's just there. And it's underlying, and it's like a high-pitched squeal going on in the background, and it's having an effect. And ongoing stress is the worst thing for people's health. We all know that. So, you know, even like you say, if you're feeling fine, this is going to start having an impact on people. And, you know, luckily now we're talking about mental health much more. And we're being more open about, you know, our own struggles, which is really important, because people need to hear. I know a lot of people, you know, think of me as very confident and very outgoing. I think I am in lots of ways, and I'm very sociable. I like people, which is a big one. But you know, I've had my issues, and I've had to deal with stuff. And I think that's really important, that people, you know, say, look, you know, we all have these struggles. Let's deal with them together.
Yeah,
absolutely. And talk about it. You know, I'm really big on making sure that if you're not feeling right, talk about it. I mean, Sara and we're having bad days, which is generally at the same time, because we're very aligned, and, you know, our energy. Talk about it. Just be open. Be like, I'm having a really bad time, because we're human, and after all, we do experience these times, and we can be triggered. Like, I feel quite triggered at the moment with like everything going on in the news, etc. And I know a lot of people do. Yeah. Just over like the woman, and you know, we need to have more protection, etc. And so yeah, and that's when I feel anxious. So that triggers anxiety, and then I need to really connect to self. And I suppose that's where you come in, because you could teach me strategies on how to handle before I get triggered, and how I change my thought pattern, so that instead of getting triggered, I can use that energy to do something else or whatever. And
I mean, you're kind of halfway there already by just knowing that you are being triggered. That sometimes people are blissfully unaware that you know, there's things going on, and it's being able to notice the thoughts and being able to notice the feelings, that's massive in terms of being able to deal with them. Because if you can't, but the other thing I would say as well is the more you talk about it and the more you open up, the more you attract other people like that to you. That, you know, that's why the three of us are sitting here right now. We're doing that, and that's why we've been brought together. I'm confident about that. You know,
definitely.
I've been trying to work with different business development, but this is right because you're right for me, because you speak my language.
Oh, I love that. That is so true,
It's
though.
so true, though.
You find that with all our communities, though, we're very aligned, and you know, it's pure alignment, isn't it? And we are very aligned as the three of us here, which is beautiful.
Someone, Yowei, excuse me if I don't pronounce your name properly. Yowei, I think it is. Self-care with an open mind is a must right now. Still have concentration for those around you. For me to know communication is key. With disciplines, placing yourself around positive energy. Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. That's just completely summed that up, hasn't it? It's
right.
And
Absolutely.
we have to surround ourselves with the energy that we want to be around. And I know we all are very aligned in this way of thinking, is that if toxic energy is around you, you need to make sure that you cut those cords and make sure you surround yourself with people who are going to lift you up, fix your crown instead of break it. And that's what we're all about.
I love that. You're here. Carlos is my real name, Queen. Hello, Carlos.
Maybe Carlos has maybe joined through circles on my group. I'm not sure where that's come from. Is that from my group? Do you know, Sarah? Sorry.
I'm not. No, it's fine. We won't know until we end the StreamYard.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, just all of the comments from all the groups come up.
Right, okay.
So you have a very exciting weekend ahead of you.
Yes.
Yes, you do. What's happening in the morning? Tell us all about it.
Tomorrow morning, live in my group, which is My Retreat Life, I'm doing a free mini retreat. So it's called the Circle of Calm. So it's about dealing with anxiety, stress, and overwhelm. So about generating more feelings of calm and sereneness and tranquility. So we're coming together. We're going to do a series of 7 things. With the most important thing being about your mindset. So I'll be live, so I'll be on screen and everybody else can just tune in. So they won't be on screen because I know a few people have been asking. And, you know, sort of we're creating a little sacred space for ourselves with cushions and throws and candles and whatever else you want to bring along. And there is a download. If you've got time to download it, that would be fantastic. But if not, a notebook and pen's fine. And I'll just going to very gently take you through a series of little ideas. There's a guided meditation in there and a few other bits and pieces. So it's going to be a lovely morning. And of course, if you can't make it at 10 o'clock tomorrow, you can always watch it at any time and it'll be there forever in the group. So if you're ever feeling a little bit whatever, you can go on and just do it yourself.
Wonky.
Yeah, it's feeling a bit wonky.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much. That sounds like a beautiful space to be in, a very nurturing place to be.
Yeah, and then that's going to lead into a sort of deeper dive into that whole area in my week-long 7 days to serenity, which I haven't really told many people about yet, but is there and is ready to launch after I've done the thing tomorrow morning. I just need to kind of get that under my belt, and I'll be telling anybody who's there tomorrow a bit more about that.
Excited.
Yeah,
really exciting stuff. So I know that your audience will have seen the link to it, so would love you to drop the link to the group for tomorrow. Yes.
Will do.
Well, there's a link to your group, but for the download, maybe to sign up for it, basically. Yeah, you could drop that in the Confidence Mentors and get ready to rise. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it will do.
And coming along.
I'm hoping that my little boy will be feeling not wonky tomorrow, so I could join for a little bit. But if not, I'm definitely watching it on replay.
Yeah, when you get some quiet time, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I was just thinking there in my head. I was thinking if I can get all 3 occupied, if not, I would definitely watch it. But if I can try and get them occupied, I'd absolutely love that. Thank you, Julia, because I think that's
You're welcome.
I could really do with that right now. I really could. So,
and I think you're not alone in it. So that's what most people have been saying. Oh yes, I could really do with a bit of that.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So let's hope that everybody, takes advantage of this and, do join Julia. She is such a calming soul anyway, so she'll get you right into the mood. And it's at 10 o'clock, right, Julia?
Yeah, 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
10 a.m.
Amazing.
Gorgeous. It's been lovely, sat like this, listening to you speak about your business in, from the other side, as we've been working in the business, but just to hear you just talk about your passion is just so beautiful.
It's beautiful. You're stepping into that future vision and you can feel it.
Yeah, and I really do feel like you guys have really helped me find the words that I've needed. I've had the passion and I've had the desire, but now I've got the words and the structure and the ways of doing it. Even down to the automated emails. Who knew I could automate my emails?
You've really the last month. Wow.
Yeah, but I think like I said earlier, it's been coming for a while. So as soon as I had the structure and as soon as I had I think I'm although I'm a big creative, I think my brain thinks quite logically about things like this. And if I don't see the pattern and I don't see the logic, then I can't bring it all together. I'm not very good at just, sort of doing things off the cuff. I need to learn a little bit of that. I'll put that in my own self-development program.
Oh, I think everyone works differently, don't they? I think you work beautifully, to be honest with you. You're so driven and so determined to make sure that you're following your own dreams, and that's just admirable. That's what we want for everybody. It's just we all deserve to follow our passion and to live life, with satisfaction that we're doing the right thing and we're following the right path.
Yeah.
So it's doing that,
and you're definitely doing that. Yeah. Oh, it's been lovely chatting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and thanks to everybody who's watching and later. And hope to see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, definitely.
Take care. Namaste.
Namaste. Take care.